What started as a routine patrol turned into a chilling mystery for the Coastal Guard when they spotted an unusual speck on the horizon. At first, it looked like nothing, a floating shadow on the waves. But as they approached, it became clear this wasn't just debris. It was a blue metallic boat, eerily camouflaged with the ocean. Stranger still, it didn't appear on radar, only their own vessel showed on the screen. The crew called out, expecting a response. None came. Tension thickened. They threw a rope to pull the boat in, assuming it would be light enough to move. But the blue vessel wouldn't budge. Instead, their own boat started drifting toward it. It was as if the thing had an unseen force. 2 crew members, Brendan and John, were sent to investigate. They cautiously boarded the craft, finding nothing through the darkened windows. The only option opened the top hatch. With a loud creak, it revealed a narrow staircase leading down into darkness. Flashlight in hand, Brendan descended with John close behind. The interior was stark. Bare metal walls, a decaying control console, and no sign of life. "Where's the pilot?" John whispered. But before they could investigate further, the hatch above slammed shut on its own, cutting off communication and trapping them inside. Then the boat began to move, but not across the water. It was submerging, slowly sinking beneath the waves. Panic set in. They pounded on the hatch, but it held firm. Brendan tried to calm John, noting the boat wasn't taking in water. "It's not sinking, it's diving. This is a submarine." After a tense descent, the sub began to rise again. A faint glow returned through the windows. Then the hatch opened. 3 unknown men climbed down into the vessel. Brendan and John hid, watching in silence as the newcomers accessed a sealed compartment and began unloading heavy packages. They ascended and returned multiple times, clearly engaged in a well-practiced operation. The guards stayed hidden, their presence miraculously unnoticed. Finally, the activity ceased. The sub went quiet, but the hatch had been left open. Brendan and John knew this was their chance. They climbed out and were stunned to find themselves under a massive oil rig structure floating in the middle of the ocean, no land in sight. The sub was docked beneath it. Above, the platform was busy with men and machinery, but this was no drilling site. Climbing onto the rig, they hid among containers and observed a scene that made everything clear. A well-dressed older man, clearly the leader, stood as the same men from the sub presented him with their haul. He tore open a bundle and revealed bricks of cash. Then came another, inside, a white powdery substance stuck to a knife. Brendan and John exchanged a look. Drugs. A massive trafficking operation. They'd busted small operations before, but this was on another level. The amounts, the scale, the secrecy, this was organized industrial smuggling right under international waters. The guards remained hidden, helpless to intervene. But one thing was clear. They weren't supposed to find this place, and they weren't safe yet.